Hey guys, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and today we'll be reading chapter 5 of Something Strange, a Tikitobi love story. Before we get started, please hit that like button, comment, subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. A lot of strange things happened since then. I was attacked by a mugger. I went to the police and they took my statements. They let me go home for a few hours. Later, they called and told me what I've already suspected. The man that attacked me was found dead from a blunt force trauma, but they said that likely the murder weapon was a hatchet or a small axe. Next day, I was called into an interview about the incident. As much as I tried to help, I didn't see who was the one that saved me. Unlikely killing the man, but what worried me the most is that my cell phone and wallet, which has been taken from me by the mugger, were gone. I remember seeing them both in the man's hands when I saw him collapse, but when the police told me, there was no signs of my items, no sign of suspected evidence either. There was no blood trail, there was no footprints. The canines couldn't even pick up a scent trail. Since the man who attacked me was already dead, there was no case to be filed. My boss called me and said that I could take some time off at work to recover from this. He was nice like that. Though I tried to get in contact with Toby since I wouldn't want to go outside for a while. 2 days had passed since the incident. I spent the entire day cooped up in my apartment. I was lying if I said I wouldn't have a couple of nightmares of the night before. But I have to talk to Toby. If he don't he might think I don't want to see him anymore or get hurt. I don't want that. The bright, clear, cloudless sky does nothing to smooth my anxiety. Even so, there was some more murders in these days. After my attack, each victim was killed with a sharp, blunt object, just like an axe. After speed walking down the few blocks, I finally made it to the treehouse Toby and I meet at. He wasn't there, so I waited. I have no idea how much time has passed since I arrived. Maybe a few hours, maybe a few minutes. All I know is that the longer I wait, the more sleepy I get. The nightmares I've been having keep waking me up. No matter what I do, no matter how I tried, my eyelids got heavier and heavier until finally resistance was pointed futile. My consciousness leaves me and my mind becomes enclosed in darkness. It was warm and soft and comforting. I woke up facing a familiar wall. After slowly sitting up, I looked around and I realized I was in my bedroom. Did I dream about going to the treehouse? That thought floated in my mind until I heard my bedroom door open. A person walked inside. It was none other than Toby, the very same person that I was going to see. With his orange goggles, or yellow or orange goggles, were sitting on top of his forehead. His face mask was nowhere to be seen. He smiled once as he saw me. "Sleep well?" he asked as he walked towards my bed. "Yeah." I was only replied as he sat down next to me and started rubbing my back. His hands were warm and soothing. "I found you at the treehouse. You were knocked out, but I thought you'd be more comfortable in your bed," he explained. "Thank you, Toby. You're the best." I meant every word I said. From the moment everything was soft. The air around us was warm as his smoothing hand ran down my back. The moment passed as I realized something. My heart began to race as the air grew chilly. Hoping to hide my sudden stroke of fear, I quickly said, Toby? He hummed in response as I turned to face him and asked the very same thing that gave me chills in the first place. How did you find out where I live? The air around us, which was now gone cold from my realization, grew even colder. With this, Toby went into his pocket and pulled out my missing wallet. Normally, I would expected this with excuses or except to reason. One, my wallet has been taken by a thief that was dead. And two, smile at Toby and give a turn color just like the air. Even his eyes look cold and dead. Where did you get that? I took it back from the man who stole it from you after I looked at him. After I killed him, of course. Now my heart was pounding in my chest, even faster than possible. Sitting next to me was someone who I thought once couldn't harm a fly. And just finding out that he was capable of taking another life. Once more, he was still smiling about it, almost though he enjoyed killing. I wanted to keep you safe, he said, wrapping both arms around me. I could hear his heartbeat, which was beating much slower than mine. As I sat there in the hug, I looked towards the bedroom door, which he had left open. I could clearly see in the hallway, there leaning against the wall, across from each other, was two bloody hatchets. Finally, it was clear. The person that killed the thief, up to the recent killings with a snap of a blunt object, all was linked to the man holding me in his arms. I had to. He hurt you, so I made sure he will never hurt you again. Just like the rest of them. They deserve to be wiped out. There was no room for people like them in this world. In this perfect world. It only filled people like you and me, my sweet Diana. Now I was trembling. I was shocked. I didn't even know what to do. What to think, let alone say anything. Toby loosened his hold on me, just enough for him to see my face. I have no idea what kind of expression I was making. Then he said this. I love you, Diana. Let's be happy. Together. He kissed me. It was gentle, so sweet. No malice, no negative energy at all. Afterwards, he slowly pushed me down on the bed. He lay down next to me, but showed no signs of letting me go. So, you seem tired, so let us rest, my sweet. Hours passed, and Toby was sound asleep, but I was wide awake because I couldn't come to the conclusion that scared me so much more. The fact that Toby was a serial killer, or the fact that I'm in love with him.